My name is Lauren Yantes. I am from Northern California and I am studying criminal justice and fine arts.
My name is Sami Gilbert. I'm a psychology major. I'm not giving you my full government name, Lauren.
And I'm an artist. I make a whole bunch of stuff. I have recently really been into photography. I really love to collage. Collaging is probably my most preferred medium and favorite medium. This is from the Habitat for Humanity surplus center. So it's just like a piece of wood that was used to make a house. And then it was just gonna sit there forever and never be used. So I used it as a canvas. And then all the books are upcycled from thrift stores. My favorite part is looking through the books and everything, but I think it also is the longest part of just like cutting everything out and deciding what goes where. Like the layout aspect of it, I think, is the hardest part. But I've been getting into photography so I can collage with my own photos.
It started as a little bit of a hobby. My dad's really into photography. He was a photography major in college until his senior year. So he was a photography major and they took it away, and so he switched at the last minute to like business or something. My grandpa was really into photography as well. He did a lot. They do stuff about like, they took pictures of race cars and things like that. And I just kind of caught on to it from them. And it started just like taking pictures of my friends, my dog and whatever. And then it kind of started forming into more art when, I met Lauren, I feel like, because I never really felt like I could do art before. I feel like we all kind of tie into my experience working with Lauren, because, I don't know, we kind of, like I said, like bounce off of each other a little bit and we like develop ideas from each other. I feel like I get into a creative rut a lot, and so I like don't have things to inspire me very much, and it's interesting to watch Lauren work because they just have a way of like having more ideas all the time and like having like ways to like extend off of like original ideas that I feel like I kind of get stuck in that area, and so that I feel like I learned from that a lot. And it's really swag to have a model with no eyebrows because every single photo shoot looks really dope. It looks intricate and dynamic.
We see each other's like visions, which I think is important, and it's like important when you're like modeling or shooting for someone that you like know what they want. And I think we have a good way of like articulating that to each other. Yeah, we just talk about it. We just know. I'm like, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, vibes only. And I also like that, like the collaborative aspect of it. Like we're both good at photography at different things, and so together, we fuck some bitches up. We fucking bitches up.
There's so many books, and you won't let me steal all the photo books. I steal. Like, could you imagine the collages I could fuck up in this room?
It's my freaking craft. This is mine.
Filming it like that.
This is mine.
My final project for my photography class was feet pics. I had done a lot of shoots, as I mentioned, like the Black Cypress with the hands showing, like making the food, and then I also did another shoot with hands with a grapefruit that looked like the female anatomy. So I liked the idea that portraiture didn't have to be of somebody's like face or body, it could be of like any small part of the body. And so I moved away from hands and went to feet, not in a creepy, weird, gross way or a fetish way. I think there's just like a lot of different angles you can show shoes at, and it can also be very like cinematic. You can kind of like create a character and tell like a tiny little story just by looking at somebody's feet. I worked for the Cougar Marching Band as the photographer for the 2022 football season, which was amazing and crazy. And I like to take like action shots, and I like taking pictures of people doing what they love, like performing something that's like interesting. I like movement. And then I started getting into more like commercial work, and I did like family shoots, like graduation shoots. And I've also shot for the restaurant that I work at, the Black Cypress, which is a fancy restaurant in Pullman, Washington. I shot for their Valentine's Day tasting menu, so I kind of got to do commercial blended with like my own personal like flair.
So last semester, the students from the local high school here were protesting because there were some students that were being sexually assaulted and the admin was not doing anything about it. We heard about it just kind of like through the grapevine, through the town. I think somebody posted on like Facebook, and we were like, what if we just went and like documented this? And it ended up being a lot bigger thing than we ever thought it could be. There was like so many students. There was like 200 students, I feel like, which I didn't even know Pullman High School had that many students. It was really cool to be able to kind of give them a little bit of a platform, because they are kids, and especially in a small town like this, like they don't really have much like of a foothold anywhere. Like I guess photojournalism, like documenting like their experiences and kind of just getting the word out a little bit more was really cool.
I am really inspired by the like feminine empowerment that's in my life, and just like the women or people assigned female at birth have just like really shaped me to who I am. And I take a lot of inspiration from the people around me. I try really hard to surround myself with like strong women.